I bet many of you have never heard of Colossal Cave Adventure. Yeah, me either. Why is that important? Because it was one of the first open world games. And open world games are kind of what every big developer wants now. Some of them are good, some of them are not. Or have you heard of Blood of the Midnight? Or Elite? I don't know what about that game. I don't know nothing about that game. Or have you heard of Hobbit, the video game, which released in 1982? Why are these games important? Because they're open world games, and that's what we're here to talk about. More importantly, Saints Row and GTA. Yeah, two open world crime series that was compared early on, and now they're totally different. The first GTA released in 1997 as a top-down open world in the city of Liberty City, which is Rockstar representation of. After release, GTA sold 3 million copies among all the versions, including PC, PS1, and the Game Boy, and it received a 7.6 on Metacritic. This game did well to make a second copy, GTA 2, which later came out 2 years later, in '99, the same year.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s.
And with the continued success of GTA 1 and 2, Rockstar did well enough to get another GTA game. But this game changed just about everything for open world games, because instead of a top-down, third-person point of view in the city of Vice, or Rockstar representation of Miami. Now with the success of GTA 1, 2, and 3, Rockstar made another GTA, as you can expect, because the series is doing so well, which led to GTA San Andreas, which is arguably probably the best, which most people think depending on who you ask, which take place in San Andreas, or Rockstar representation of Los Angeles. San Andreas featured iconic characters such as Carl Johnson, better known as CJ, who is the main protagonist of this game. Others include his brother Sweet, gang member Big Smoke and Ryder, and many more, and Officer Tenpenny. But we'll probably get on them guys later. Because of the success of the Grand Theft Auto series, other games developers wanted to cast in on this crime, open world crime genre, such as THQ Volition, which made Saints Row series in 2006, and another open world crime game, Driver or Drift, whatever. We don't talk about that game because it's bad. Now the other game, Saints Row, is why this video is happening. Saints Row take place in Stillwater, where you, the player, you are recruited to join the Third Street Saints after almost nearly dying, where Julius helps you get away, and you join the Third Street Saints. Now, because of the success of the first Saints Row, 2 years later in '08, when my I'm kidding, I'm not Jeezy, but THQ and Volition released what many believe, and I do too, because it's like one of my favorite games of all time, the best Saints Row game in Saints Row 2. And that same year, GTA 4 released once again. And this is when Saints Row and GTA was the top 2 open crime world simulators. But we'll get on GTA 4 later. And now we're going to talk about Saints Row 2. This game is considered the best in the series because of Johnny Gat, and you're not running around with a big purple dildo. Now, Saints Row 2 start off right where the first one left off. After getting blown up by the boat, you wake up in jail in a coma, and you are tasked with escaping with Carlos, who brother was a part of the Third Street Saints, and he helps you escape. I don't know why would he even want to get in. I don't know, but Carlos, man, they did you so wrong.
No!
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
But in this game, you become the boss of all the Saints. And then you got to get lieutenants. Of course, Johnny Gat, who you get early on, like the second mission of the game, you break him out of a courthouse because he's on trial.
Mr. Gat, you've been convicted of over 300 murders. Do you really expect this appeal to work?
I figure with the statute of limitations, it really should be closer to 250.
300 murders or something like that. Then you got Sandy and Prish, who by this time was still a likable character, unlike in the other games. We'll touch on that later. Now, this game did well because it had fun mini games like fighting, where you become a UFC fighter and fight a whole bunch of people at once. It had a mini game where you become an undercover cop called Fuzz, and for like a reality TV show, you become an undercover cop, and you mainly kill. Thinking about it, it's a wild, iconic game, and this is why the two series are separate, because one lean into more goofy side, and the other is more serious. But GTA, but Saints Row 2 is still somewhat serious. We'll get to the goofiness later. Other mini games include you riding around in a tanker spraying poop around the city. Others include you on a duck ATV blowing up things while you're on fire. And the best one of all is insurance fraud, where you're running around the city getting hit by cars to collect money. The gangs in this game included the Ronin, Japanese biker gang ran by the Okoji family. We'll get to them later. The Sons of Samedi, which is a Haitian gang that worship the Haitian Lord of Death, ran by the General, Mr. Sunshine, and their GJ. I don't remember his name. Neil dark kid. He almost killed Sandy. Fuck him. And the last gang is the Brotherhood, which is mostly Hispanics, Caucasians, and Pacific Islanders. So probably Samoans. So they might be with the bloodline. But anyways, they are ran by Miro, the big cocky dude, his girlfriend Jessica, and his best friend that's a guitar player for some rock band, and his tattoo artist. Funny I say that, but we might get to that later. And Donnie's a part of them, the same guy that was in the first Saints Row. He's back and joined them. And also, the music for this game is so good. You can run around listening to Jeezy, Cassie, and so many others causing city throughout the mayhem. If you have never played this game, you should definitely play it and go listen to the soundtrack, because it's good. Now let's stop talking about Saints Row 2 and talk about Grand Theft Auto 4 or GTA 4. You play as Nico Bellic back in the city of Liberty City. And in this game, you go back to the city because your cousin Roman, everybody loves Roman, lies about his status as how he's living in New York and portrays to Nico that he's living this luxury life, but he's actually not. And Nico's just coming back from Yugoslavanian wars. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I do not know if it's a real word, but my English is somewhat broken. But that's one reason why he's coming to Liberty City. The real reason is to find the snitch who snitched on him during those wars when he was in the army. And in this game, the mini games is darts and, of course, bowling, which Roman always constantly asks every 5 minutes.
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.
Playlist was good in this game, But after this, that's where the two franchises went totally different. With Saints Row becoming more goofy, over the top, like I said, run around purple dildos, and GTA 5 went GTA 5, if you know what I mean.
Tell them to bring me my money.
So let's talk about Saints Row 3. It released in 2011 and completely overhauled with many love from the previous two games. Like I said, it went more goofy and over the top. And instead of being in Stillwater, the gang moved to Stillput to expand their business side of things instead of the street side of things. Some would say this is the best Saints Row in the series. Like I said earlier, 2 is my favorite, but 3 is still a good game to an extent. Many don't like it because of all the over-the-topness, such as Professor Ginky, the big purple dildo baseball bat thing. And a lot of people don't like it because they killed one of the most iconic characters in the series in the first or second mission. Who does that?
Johnny, we're about to jump!
Right on. I'll see you in Johnny?
And then they also changed the other two iconic characters, Sandy and Pierce. I don't really know if they're iconic, but they changed them. Sandy lost the dreads and the dope fiend look and became more classy, had the titties out, while Pierce dropped the baseball jersey and put on a suit. You also meet more characters in this game, like you got Zemos and Angel and everybody else. I don't remember. It's not that they're forgettable, it's just that they're not the same. Same with the gangs in this game. The 2 and 1, you had iconic gangs: Kings, Ronin, Brotherhood, Sons of Samedi, which I probably messed up again. And in this game, you got gangs that are, I want to say you got the Nutty Tech guys, the Morning Stars, and some luchador wrestlers, which I don't even know the name except for the Morning Star, because that's the one that killed Johnny Gat in the second mission, which is wild. And did I mention that the first mission you start off robbing a bank dressed up as Johnny Gat? And some fans didn't like that they didn't mention Dex after 2 games. But somehow this game did good enough to get another game, and we'll talk about that later. Now, GTA 5. After Take-Two Volition messed up on Saints Row 3, GTA 5 came 2 years later, 2013. And boy, did this game break records. It sold 11 million copies day one and went on to sell over 200 million copies in counting, because people are still buying this game 11 years after release. And it is probably changed gaming forever. Like, ain't no probably. GTA 5 changed gaming forever with everything going on. For the good or the bad, it changed gaming forever, making it the most profitable video game of all time, and probably until GTA 6 come out next year. So Rockstar, they making money. Now, GTA 5 take place back in San Andreas, Los Angeles, or the City of Angels. And this game did something very unique that separated itself from a lot of other games. Instead of having one main character, it's 3. Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. Now, Trevor and Michael are old heist buddies that did a whole bunch of heists back in the day, until Michael faked his death and moved to San Andreas, and Trevor moved to Sandy Shores. Franklin, he's just another nigga from the ghetto of Los Angeles. To be fair, good character. In this game, you can plan heists as the group. It's like 10 heists, maybe 7, 8 heists in total in the story mode. But let's be honest, when I mention GTA 5, we're not talking about the story mode. We're talking about the online, which released a few months later to a year later after the original release. Because if Rockstar not talking about the story mode, why should I? Was the story mode good? Yes. Should you play it? Yes. Was the music good? Yes. Was the characters good? Yes. And another reason why a lot of people kind of hate this, because they killed my boy Johnny from Liberty City Stories. And like, as soon as you play at Trevor, they kill him. All I'm saying. But GTA 5 Online, it's been out for over a decade. And it's still going strong and heavy like it just released yesterday. I'm talking many DLCs later. And they're all free. But you got to work your ass off to get a good life in that. Or you got to actually open up your bank account and give GTA 5 some money. Give Rockstar and Take-Two some money. Just like Take-Two's other game. We ain't gonna talk about that yet though. But after the release of GTA 5 and its online, these two companies was miles and miles uncomparable no more. Like I said earlier, Saints Row 3 had mixed emotions, while GTA 5, boy, that went like those and to the moon. But like I said, Saints Row 3 did well enough to have another game made in the Saints Row genre. Saints Row 4, which is it's not that Sway Lee and French Montana song.
Unforgettable.
Definitely forgettable. I played it for a few while. It was okay. Instead of being a gang member, you turn into a superhero, and you're somehow the president. And it's not even a Saints Row game. It's more like a superhero game that they probably just put the Saints Row's name on it just to get some sales. And they got some sales because it got a spin-off game where you play as Johnny Gat straight out of hell, where he go get Aisha back. Oh yeah, and then Saints Row 4, they brung back Gat. That's a tongue twister. They brung back Gat. That sounds right. But they brung him back from the alien guy. Instead of him getting killed in 3, they said the alien guy that's the main boss in Saints Row 4. I don't even know his name. That's how forgettable this game is. He saved him and teleported him away or something like that. And after Saints Row 4 and Got Out of Hell, the Saints Row series kind of died until around the release of Agents of Mayhem, which was set in the Saints Row universe. So many believe another Saints Row game was probably in the work, which is and in fact was. Now Saints Row the reboot released in 2022, which was exciting to hear, but when the game came out and you played it, boy, it might have been worse than Cyberpunk. Now, because the reboot of the series did so bad, for a listen, the original publisher, developer of Saints Row series, they had to close down. This is probably the end for the Saints Row game. Now, let's look back. Saints Row, it got 5 to 6 games. 2 of them are definitely good, with 1 and 2. 3 is okay. And everything else in the Saints Row name, boy, that's bad. Now, Rockstar, on the other hand, they released plenty of Grand Theft Auto games, and I didn't even mention the 3DS, Nintendo DS exclusives like Chinatown Woods and all the other ones. because those games are good for itself. But they released multiple games, and every single one of them has been good or great. With GTA 5 being the best game of all time as far as sales. And next year in 2025, they released GTA 6, which will probably blow GTA 5 sales record out the window. Now that's my opinion on these two game series. Let me hear yours in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Oh shit! These hoes ain't